Good Monday morning to you. I hope you had a great weekend, and I hope you had a great worship experience at the church of your choosing. So we're finishing up today and Tuesday, maybe going to Wednesday, not sure how long I'll get. We're finishing up with our study in Romans 12:18. We've had, I think this will be the 14th point, 15th video, something like that. And so let me go ahead and quote Romans 12:18. It says, if possible, as far as it depends upon you, live at peace with everyone. So today I just want to throw some odds and ends out as we get ready to have the conclusion tomorrow or Wednesday. So just some odds and ends, some random thoughts as I got near the end of the study. So the first odds and end about living at peace with everyone is one of the hardest ones you'll ever have. I know we've had some difficult application points, but here goes. The first odd and end type thing is taming the tongue. James warns us about the tongue, doesn't he? Our words can become nuclear missiles that destroy relationships. Now think about that. Our words, we may never hit someone physically, but our speech, our words, our tongue does more damage in destroying relationships than just about anything. So, a word spoken in anger may destroy the relationship, I wrote. I have spoken my fair share of angry words. Many of my regrets, definitely not all, are because I spoke not in the spirit, but from the flesh. Taming the tongue is impossible in the flesh. You cannot do it. You may do better than others, but what you need to do to tame the tongue is you must be filled with the Holy Spirit. You must be under the influence of the Holy Spirit. And it wouldn't even hurt to enlist the help of others. Taming the tongue is not done in 10 easy steps and you've conquered it. It's more like a work of art. It's a lot of sweat, a lot of hard work, a lot of heartache. Many of us do not want to put that type of work in, so we just live with it. And we walk around with nuclear words that destroy relationships. So the second odds and ends, as I was thinking about closing this, is tune the ears. Tame the tongue, tune the ears. Learn to listen is what I'm really talking about here. And again, man, all of these things are hitting me hard. How about you? Learning to listen. Learning to listen. So go look in the mirror and stick out your tongue. What do you see? You see one tongue and you have two ears. So just think about that. Number 3, odds and ends. Which hill? Don't die on certain hills. A good observation to make, if it's not out and out heresy, perversion, whatever, if it's not going to matter in 100 years, it really shouldn't matter now. Now, again, I'm not saying that we don't die on hills. I'm not saying we don't have conviction. This is what we need in the world today, convictions. We need to stand for Jesus. We need to worship God. Now, other things we can't do that on. And so number 4, remember everyone has a backstory. Remember everyone has a backstory. When I was a banking center manager in Little Rock, I would often train my tellers and others to remember that everyone who comes in those doors has baggage they're carrying or it's experienced something recently. So just remember people that you encounter, yeah, they may be rude, they may be hard to get along with, but what's their backstory? Why are they like that? And so that's another reason that we can find for keeping the peace. Number 5, another odds and ends on how to live at peace is beware of spiritual dryness, of just being far from God, drifting slowly and slowly from God, and you're just spiritually dry. Number 6, expectations. Expectations. What are your expectations for living at peace? What's the other people's expectations? One of the things you should do when you start a job or have a new relationship. Try to iron out what the expectations are. Some people have a different set of expectations than you, and it's going to be hard to have peace with them. So those are my 6 odds and ends. Tuesday morning, we'll finish up with the conclusion, just some more random thoughts, trying to bring this to a conclusion. I hope that I grow to do better at living at peace with everyone. And I believe I am. I believe the Lord is working in my life. And you can pray for me. And if you need prayer, let me know. Have a great Monday, and I'll see you on Tuesday.